build a landing page on Softlink, what you need to do is go to pages. So you can see I already have pages here, but for the sake of this training, if you want to create a new page, you just click on create new page right here. If you don't have any page here, if you don't have any previously created page, you're going to see the create new page button somewhere around here. All right, somewhere in the center of your screen here. So let's go to create new page. All right, so you can choose from lots of templates here, and then if your business is take for instance a cake business, or you have an ebook you want to sell, so you can always find those kind of templates here. If you want to create an opt-in page, you have samples here. If you want to create a product page, you have templates here for product pages. For network marketing, and then you can see your thank you page here. All right, then if you want to create Instagram bio as well, you have that here. So you can easily choose any of these templates, so you can preview them. Just click on them this way to preview. You can take a look at this. You can take a look at any of this. Okay, so for this funnel, I'm going to be creating a sales page, right? I'm going to create a sales page and a thank you page. That's for a two-step funnel. So I'm just going to go to a page like this, so I can use this template, right, for the sales page. So I want to sell a digital product here. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to use this template, or maybe I can find one that is lighter. Okay, I think I like this one. So I can say use this template. So I'll call this sales page 1. Create. Okay, so you can watch tutorial or start building now. So I'm just going to choose start building. Okay, so I already have this template right here. And then before editing anything, I would create my my thank you page. So I would call it, so I come back here and create a new page. I go to thank you pages, look for samples here so I can preview this. So I think I like this one. So I just say use templates. So I say thank you. Okay, so I use 2, thank you 2 in this case. Okay, so start building now. All right, so now this is my thank you page. This is the page that my audience is going to come to, right, after they take the offer. So I'm going to start from here and then work my way to the thank you page. Now let's talk about the components in Softlink. So here, if you want to add a new component, you can come here. Okay, click to add a new block, so you can see your avatar, your text, your button, countdown, image, carousel, your video, FAQs, dividers, socials, social button, maps, forms, and spacer. More on this component later. So how does the page builder in Softlink works? I'm sure you're asking that question. It's simple drag and drop. So you can just click on this button here on the side and then drag and drop. So you can move it around. So if you wanted to move something from down below here up, you just need to go this way and you work your way to the top easily and drop it here if you want, or you can take it back down since you don't want it there. Okay, so here we have this right here. Okay, so here I have my countdown timer and I need to set it up. So you click on it. So just click on it to edit, right? You have different styles here, but before we go to styles, let me work on the settings. So here you can say for a time period. So you have 2 options here, for a time period or until a certain date. So if I say for a time period, you can choose a day. So you can choose 4 days and 5 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, and it's going to start counting. Or you can say until a certain date. So you choose your date here and it's going to count until that date. So let's go to a present date. So Okay, so this is a future date, so 26 days. So it's going to count down to that date, which is really good. Now, you can style your countdown. If you notice, you have your preview here to see everything you're doing live. So classic, you can choose the basic, you can choose the classic, you can choose the modern, you can choose the vintage, right, which is really nice. I think I'll go with the classic on this one. Then you can choose if you want it to have curved edges or pointed edges. So this has pointed edges now, and you can choose curved edges. Then you can adjust the designs, right, and say you want the color to be red, your background color to be black, for instance. Right, so let's make the background color black. Then opacity, so I just bring this opacity up to show the black. So you can reduce the opacity here, which is really nice. And okay, so in this case, I can't see that black anymore. I can't see my text anymore, so I can make my text color white now. Then border color, you can change your border color to be, say, red in this case. If you like that, then you can show the timer description, or you can take that out. Okay, so I think I like this, but in this case, I'll just go back to having something like this. Okay, I kind of like this. Looks very nice. Okay, so update, and that's it. Very easy. Okay, so let's talk about the text component. So the text component is right here. If you have any white text, so take for instance, if this text was white, if I highlight on it and I make it white, see what happens. I'm not going to be able to see that again, but you can toggle the switch, you know, to change the background here, so you can see your text no matter the color that they appear in. So I'm just going to take this back to black. Okay, so right there you have your text color as black. Okay, so update. That's it. So if you want to justify to the right, you can click on this to make it, you know, go to the right. So look at this, and then you can click on this to centralize there. Okay, and if you wanted to move this, you can move this up or down. So here you can edit it. So all the templates here are available for use. The copies have been done. You can just change stuffs here to whatever you want. So this is the line or the divider in this case, and that's this component right here. This, so the divider here, so you can add dividers on your pages as well. Okay, so you can also move this and drag and drop. Okay, so let's say this is the video. I want to change the video here, so I'll just bring in my new video, and I can say autoplay video, and this video will start playing. Then I can loop it. I can hide the controls, and if this were a live stream link, I can also I'm just going to turn off autoplay in this case. So you can also turn on commenting for live stream, which is also a very powerful feature. So if you're doing live stream on your Softlink page, you can, you know, allow people to comment, your those watching live to comment or not, by just toggling the switch here. So I'll just update this, and that's it. Looks good. All right, so you can also add your buttons. So let's go to the buttons. So for buttons, every button must have an action, right? We'll talk more on that later. So let me show you how to style the buttons. You can make it large, you can make it medium, curved edges, round edges, bordered. You know, you can adjust the design colors here. Say change the background to white or something like that. Okay, so I could do this. Not bad. Great. So I can make it large in this case and see how that looks. Nice. Okay, so this is a very special component. It's the spacer. So the spacer here, this is it right here. So the spacer is for you to sort of add space, so you can, you know, customize it and add space of 200 if you wanted a very big space, or had just 2, Or you can choose from this preset: small, medium, large, you know. So I'm just going to go with small in this case. So you can use that spacer component. This is it right here, to add space between the component. And the special thing about the spacer component is once you show your page or preview the page, you find out that you won't see the spacer component. You're not going to see this. You won't see this, right? You're just going to see the link itself. So you're just going to see the page itself rather. So if you want to add a form, for instance, okay, let's talk about FAQs. So I have my frequently asked questions here. Now for these FAQs, you can easily go in and edit them. So if you look at this, this is question, answer, question, second question, answer, you know, and so you can add more questions here, you know. So I can add a new question here and say, okay, can I pay right away? And then the answer is yes, please. There. Okay, so update, and that's it there. So now what if I wanted to just easily duplicate this component? So if you notice, all the components here have this action section. So you can click on this action and say duplicate, and that automatically duplicates it. So look at it right here. So if I wanted to duplicate this button, I can just come here and say duplicate, and that's the button, and move it to where I want it. And I can also click on the button and say delete. I can click on this and also delete the entire component. Delete, and that's it. Very easy, very easy there. So now let's talk about adding a pixel to your page. So I already have my pixel codes here. So I'm just going to copy this one. I'm going to copy this pixel code. Right, so this is my pixel code. All right, and then you go to settings, you go to analytics, you set the space for the Facebook pixel, and you can paste and save changes, and that's it. Your pixel is there. So how do I publish my page? So you can click the publish button. You can publish to the Softlink domain that you have, and just rename this and say sales page. So I'll call this sales page and publish. And once I click preview, that's the link there. Or I can come to say publish to a custom domain. So I can select the custom domain, which is this domain that I've plugged in, and use it /sales page. And that's really cool. So you could at any time come, you know, and use any link or any sublink that you want here, and your page is automatically published. Now another thing I can do is this: if I want this to be my primary link, so I don't want it to be / anything, all I need to do is put home here. So once I write /home, publish, now what happens is that if you look at this, you don't even need to put /home. Once you go to this danafolio.softlink.cc, that page will automatically become my home page, right? So the same thing here. Okay, so this is what my page looks like. Really beautiful. So this is what my sales page looks like, and that's really beautiful there. So you can look at see the FAQs here. So you can change. You can see all of this, and then if you look at this, danafolio.softlink.cc. Yeah, that's it. So this is my page, you know, that has been published here. You don't need to, you know, write /home. So once you make that your home page, that's it. Okay. So now I know you're asking. I think I've spoken about the components. Okay. So go ahead, use any of the templates and create your own landing page using all those components here. So you have your social buttons, you have your maps, you can click on the maps to ask you for your address. So you can add your form, you can add socials, you can add FAQs, countdown, your buttons, and all the components here. So go ahead, choose any of the templates and create your page. Okay, so let's talk about how to create a funnel on Softlink. Now, I already have my page here, so you can choose any of the templates and create your landing page here. But let's talk about the two critical elements of a funnel. Now, a funnel is controlled by two things, your form and your buttons. Never forget that, right? Your form and your button, that's what links your funnels together. So funnels is about linking two pages. So I have my sales page here, and then I have my thank you page here, right? So what I want is, I want you to come here and make a purchase. And immediately after making that purchase, you come to your thank you page, right? Which is what is called a two-step funnel. It's a classic marketing standard to always have a two-step funnel, right? And you could have as many steps as possible. I'll show you how to do that right now. So the first thing you need to know is this. For anyone to take action on this page, they have to click a button, right? And so we have our buttons here. So I'll just move this one right under this video. Right, okay, so this is my button here, but this button has no action because I didn't put any website link here. So if you notice, you're supposed to give an action, so which means that when I click that button, what happens? In the case of a two-step funnel, you want them to take action, maybe fill a form or make payment, and that's why you want to use this pop-out form. But I haven't created any form yet. Okay, as you can see, there's no data here, so I'm going to go create my form and then come back to the buttons. So what I need to do is come right here, create a form. Okay, so this is the form component. You have your name, email, phone number. If you want anything else, take for instance appointments, you want checkboxes, you want countdown, you want country, drop down, time. This is essential if you're if you're a coach and you want those submitting the content. Say, take for instance, to book an appointment with you, you can use the time, you can use the date, number, phone number, etc. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it very simple, this way: name, email address, and phone number. Now you go to styles. How do you want your form to look? So you can say basic form or classic form. You can make it large, right? So you can make it large or medium. I think I like it this way. You can design it here by ticking this design adjustments, which you can change the color, you can change the button color, you can make the button color here, button background color, you can change that here as well. Okay, I think I like this. Then you can come right here to change the button text, which is this here. So I'm just going to call this book appointment. Okay. Oh, nah, since I'm not adding time, so I just say get this offer. All right, so that's the call to action button for my form. All right, so the form has been created. Now I'm going to say, do I want anyone filling this form to receive payment? You can use the wallet pay system, or you can choose any of those ones. So I'm just going to go with the wallet pay and say yes. I want to receive a payment of 1,000 naira. Now, if you choose Stripe or PayPal, you get dollars here, so it becomes $1,000. All right, so keep an eye on that. Then you can decide to allow quantity here. So if I wanted to allow quantity, so I just mark this. So in the case of quantity, take for instance, if I was selling a dropshipping product, a shoe, for instance, I should allow anyone to be able to choose, say they want 5 pieces or they want 10 pieces, right? And that's why this is there. Okay, then you can go to settings, and then you have to tag your form. So I call this sales page 1 form, for instance. Now, this is very important. You have to choose a thank you page. And this is what makes a funnel. So it means that if you don't put anything here, after the audience, right, or the lead fills this form, they don't go anywhere. The thank you page is saying, oh, when you fill this form, where should I redirect you to automatically? And so we're going to have to mark this and select our thank you page. So here we'll call it, this is thank you to, all right? And then you can decide to use external thank you page if you want to send someone to say www.softlink.ai, for instance, all right? But that's not our case here, so I'm just going to change this to, to use, I'll mark this and then thank you to. So this is the page that I want, okay? So I could save this right here and take a look. Now that looks good. Okay, so if you notice, this form appears on this page, right? Which in some cases you don't want that. So you can decide to hide this form by coming back and say, go to settings and you say pop up form, update. And so that's the form that you can see it, but it's there. But the only way to bring this form back out is, it's a pop-up form now. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to tell all the buttons on this page that when you click this button, pop out this form. And how do you do that? You click on the button. You say, instead of open website, you say pop out form. And then you click on the form. That's it. Update. Okay. So now what you'd notice is that, by doing this, you've connected this form to this button. That's what you've done. So if I want to connect this as well, I'm just going to do this and say pop out form, select the page, the form that I want, right? And that's it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to all my buttons here. Update. Okay, I'm going to go ahead to do that to all my. Okay, so just I'll do the same thing right here. Update. Okay. Update. Okay. So now what happens here? Let me show you this. So what happens here? Okay. So this is what happens here. So when you click on this, it then pops out that form. All right. Now let's take a look. So I'm going to use this form filler, right? And if I want quantity, I can add 2, for instance, and say get the offer and see what happens, right? It's going to pop out this payment page. Now, the moment I pay, it's going to take me straight to the thank you page. So let's see how that works. I'm going to disable this for now. So what I'm going to do is I'll tell that form here. This is our form working the magic. So I'll tell the form right here not to accept payment. So I don't want to take payment. So I'll disable payment here. All right, and update the form. Every other thing remains the same. Okay, so let's refresh. Okay, and click on this. Okay, and fill this. Form submitted successfully, and okay, so this page, this page has not been published yet. So you see, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this page and publish it. Right, so I have to publish this page to thank you to. Thank you to. Okay. Good, that's it. So I'd come right here and tell this form. I'll tell the form. Okay, and change this to thank you to. Okay, and update. Okay, so when you publish this, okay, so if I click on this and I fill in this detail, now that's it. All right, so this is my thank you page, right? And so if you want anyone to make payments before they come to the actual page, all you need to do is enable payments in that form and keep the content on this page. So once you keep the content on this page, your audience is going to have to make payments before they can access the content page. All right, and so that's exactly how to set up your landing page and your sales funnel, you know, on Softlink. So never forget that what makes a landing page and sales funnel, right, or what makes a sales funnel in this case, is your buttons and your forms. So you have to create the form and you have to embed that form to every button on the page. So you see, so the form is going to be, you know, sales page form. All right, so it's always your button and your form, right? Always your buttons and your forms. So never forget that. Now you must be asking that, oh, those contacts, the leads that I'm getting, where do they appear? And that brings us to leads. So you go back, right? Everyone that submits your form, you see them under leads. Okay, so if you look at it, this is it. So if you click on them, you'd see the leads detail, right? Right here. Okay, so all your leads are here inside your Softlink, you know, and you can decide to delete. If you want to delete anyone, you could delete. You could add new leads, and you can download all, you know, a CSV the way you want. Okay, so that's a really easy way to set up your landing page and sales funnel on Softlink. Okay, so let me create a new page here and tell you about the button. Okay, so let's talk about the button here. How do you choose the button component? Very simple. You click on this and you click on the component. So you click on add new block, you click on the button, and you change the name here. So this is how you give your button your desired name. So you can say call us today, right? So that's your button name. Okay, so call us today. Okay, to choose an action for your button, you come to actions here, and if you want the button to open website, you click on open website and then you put the website here. Okay, you can also ask your button to make a call, so you enter your phone number here, right? You can also ask your button to, you know, send an email or to shoot you an email directly, and so you put your email address here. You can decide to use your button to pop out a form on Softlink. So you must have created a form. Once you create a form on this page, you'd actually see those forms right here. Okay, so that's how to set the action for your form. Then you can use it to bring out a file, right, that you've uploaded. So I've uploaded this file on my Softlink vault, right? That's why I can see the file here. So if you don't know how to do that, you can go to the dashboard and then you see the file vault. You upload a file there and you can bring the file out right here. Okay, now to schedule a button, right? You can decide to schedule the button to say, I want this button to show according to the days of the week, Mondays, Tuesday, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So it will show every day of the week, right? So save, so you can see. Now if I take this out, in this case, you're not gonna see that button again, right, until on Tuesday. That's how it works. Okay, so you're not gonna see it until on Tuesday. All right, now if I want to edit this I can create a new button here and just do the same thing. I want it to pop out a file, and then I can show according to a schedule. So I want the button to appear from, take for instance, October 5th, 12 a.m. to October 10, time 12 p.m. Okay, so if I save this, then that's it. Okay, so I could decide to say from now, okay, from now to and there you have it. So the settings is there. It's gonna show from now, right, up to that time. So once that date comes, then that button is gonna disappear. Now, to change your button type, all you need to do is come to styles, and then you can click the types here: all rounded, bordered, large, or medium. So you can click it. It's very easy. It's just click, and then you're done. So you can use this and large to adjust the size of your button. To design your button, all you need to do is open this design adjustments. You can change the text color to black. You can change the background color to blue, or if you want, you can choose any of those colors here. And you can also reduce the opacity, or you can increase it. You can fade it out completely, or just increase this, right? You can come to the border color here and decide what your border color should be, or you could take it out completely right there. So you can see your changes live the way you're making them, and you update the button. Okay, that's it for the buttons. Don't forget, you can create a form and tell that button to call out a form. So you can say pop out a form. So you can see the form right there. Okay, so which is this form. All right, you can change the name of your form if you want, but if you don't have a form on the page, right, there would be no form to call out. So if you say pop up a form, no form to call out. Okay, so that's it for this training. Thank you guys for joining me.